Hello everyone, it's Scottthemoviecritic back again with another video, and this video is going to be a bit different for me. It's going to be a tag video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but yeah, this is going to be my top 10 films from the 21st century, and I was tagged by my good friend Pete, Playtendoguy. So Pete, thank you so much for tagging me in this video. Really do appreciate it, mate. It was a while ago. I think it was about a few weeks ago or so now, but better late than never. And this tag video has been going on for a good few months now, and it's been an absolutely wonderful tag video it's been going about. And yeah, there's actually quite a lot of good films from the 21st century, to be fair. You don't get as many good films nowadays, but there is still some awesome films. Not so much this decade, but the past 26 years or so, there's still been some absolutely incredible films that have come out in that time period. And today we're going to be talking about some of those films. So yeah, this was actually initially in my top 10 before doing this video, but there was one film that I remembered. I was just like, yeah, it should pretty be in my top 10. But anyway, this is a honorable mention, and it is The Football Factory, which is obviously a British film. Deals about football hooliganism and stuff like that. It's Chelsea v Millwall in this. And yeah, it's just a film that I've always loved, probably more so than most people, I think it's fair to say. But I have a lot of nostalgia with it. It's one I saw very young. I remember watching this when it sort of first came out on DVD with my family. And there's always one scene in this film that I remember vividly from when I was very little. And it's when Frank Harper's character, Billy Bright, he's sort of in this pub sat down, and there's like his group of guys across the upside, and they're just making a lot of noise. And I think he's trying to watch, is it like the third round of the FA Cup draw or something like that anyway. And eventually they just get on his nerves too much, and he gets up and shouts, "Oi, oi, will you shut up? I'm trying to watch the fucking telly." And I just like, bloody hell, yeah, I remember that very well. And yeah, it's just a really good film. It does have a lot of humour in it, British humour as well. And yeah, Danny Dyer was the main character. Tommy Johnson gives an amazing performance in this as well. He's great as the main lead, and the fight scenes themselves are directed very well, I think. So, yeah, obviously there's a lot of better films in this from the 2000s, obviously, but I still love this film. I think it's great. But yeah, getting into the top 10, and number 10's actually with a film that I don't own a copy of yet, but I would love to at some point. And it is a film called Remember the Titans from 2000. And it's starring Denzel Washington, and it's a it's a sports drama about American football, which is a sport I have zero interest in. I really cannot stand watching it. I think it's very boring, to say the least. But yeah, it's a very good sports drama based on a true story. And Denzel Washington plays Coach Boone, I think his name was. And yeah, I've always been a fan of sort of inspirational sports dramas, and I think this is one of the better ones. And yeah, it has a great score as well, composed by Trevor Rabin. And it's just a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It's one that I need to give another go, actually, because I haven't seen it in a while. And I remember absolutely being blown away by it. I think it was a fantastic film. Coming in at number 9, this is the film that I'd forgotten about, and when I remembered it, I was like, this really should be in my top 10, to be fair. It's an absolutely incredible thriller directed by Clint Eastwood, and it is Mystic River from 2003, I want to say. This film is fantastic. You got Sean Penn in there, who I think he won Best Actor for this film, and you could see why, because he gives an amazing performance in it. You got Tim Robbins in there as well. I think he won Best Supporting Actor as well. So yeah, some great performances in this film. Lawrence Fishburne as well. So you got a fantastic cast. And yeah, this is a film that I remember watching, and I was absolutely blown away by it. and I just remember the acting being absolutely incredible. It's one of those thrillers that when you watch, you just go, wow, that is a really, really good film. Um, yeah, there's a certain scene in particular, I think you'll know the scene I'm talking about if you've seen the film, where Sean Penn just gives one of the best acting performances in a certain scene in this film. It's just like, wow, that acting is phenomenal. It's quite tough watching parts and quite heartbreaking as well, but it's such an incredible film. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Coming in at number 8, which is a film that people might be surprised is actually in my top 10, but I absolutely love this film. I think it's fantastic. And it is definitely my favourite film from this series of films. And it is American Pie 2. Yay! Absolutely amazing comedy film. One of my favourite comedy films of all time. And yeah, I just think it's absolutely hilarious. Stifler is the funniest that he's ever been in this film. He's absolutely fantastic. And it's obviously acted by Sean William Scott. And Jason Biggs' Jim is hilarious in this one as well. Gives one of the best lines out of any comedy film. My name is Peony, and I have gigantic balls, which is just absolutely hilarious. And when he's pretending to be someone else and he plays the trumpet, it is hilarious because he's absolutely shocking at it. Such a great comedy film. It's the most rewatchable one for me as well. Just a great comedy film from the early 2000s. And I do have a lot of nostalgia with it. I think I saw this when I was about 12 or 13. And obviously a lot of people were talking about American Pie at school and various things like that. So yeah, it's one that I grew up with. And yeah, obviously as that iconic summer beach party towards the end as well, which is just a lot of fun. It's a really fun film. And as an iconic soundtrack as well, I love the song Everywhere by Michelle Branch. It's the first time that I heard that song, and I've loved the song ever since. Yeah, I love this film. It's absolutely amazing. Number 7, I would say, is probably the best film from this decade. And it is a fantastic action film, and it is Top Gun Maverick. I think this film is absolutely phenomenal. Sorry if you can hear my phone pinging. I've got had a few messages come through, but yeah, this film is fantastic. This is everything that a sequel should be. I think this is much better than the original. Pisses all over it. And I really like the original. I think the original is a very solid film from the 80s. But this is so much better. Remember watching this at a cinema with my dad, my mum, my uncle, my best mate Brandon as well. Great experience at a cinema. Absolutely loved it. Some of the best action scenes in recent years. And yeah, some of the flying sequences and the stunts in this film are just absolutely insane. Absolutely incredible action. And it's just an amazing film. It really is. Obviously, Tom Cruise is fantastic in this. He gives a great performance, and it is just one of the finest action films in recent years. Absolutely amazing film, Top Gun Maverick. Coming in at number 6 is a film from the Dark Knight trilogy. And you probably guessed which one it is, but it is, of course, The Dark Knight, which I think is one of the best superhero films and comic book films ever made, and one of the best films of the 21st century as well. Absolutely incredible film. Obviously, Heath Ledger gives an amazing performance as Joker. Such a sad thing what happened to him during the making of this film, and I think he passed away like before the film actually came out. I think before release, if I remember that correctly. But yeah, it's such a sad loss. He was so young as well, and yeah, well, the Joker just took over him, unfortunately. But it's really sad what happened there, because he could have been an absolutely amazing actor, and he was an amazing actor, but before this film as well. But yeah, it's just such a shame what happened there, because he really could have been maybe one of the greats. But yeah, this film is fantastic though, and I think he won Best Actor as well at the Oscars for this one, and rightly so, because it is such an amazing performance. And yeah, not only is it a great comic book film and a great superhero film, but it is just a great film in general. It really is. and definitely the best Batman film for me as well. It's absolutely iconic. Yeah, The Dark Knight is amazing. Coming in at number 5 is one of my favourite modern gangster films, one of my favourite gangster films in general, to be fair, and it is directed by Martin Scorsese, and it is The Departed. I remember when I watched this and I was absolutely blown away by it. My first introduction to this was actually on TV when I was very little. I remember seeing the iconic ending of all things. What a scene to see of a film before watching the rest of it years later. I've always wanted to know what that ending scene was. Obviously, if you've seen the film, you'll know what the ending is and what happens. But obviously I won't say because it will spoil it. But yeah, when I watched this film years later, when I was in my teens, I was just like, oh, this is that film that my family were watching in the other room, but I caught on TV. I was just like, oh wow. But yeah, I think this film is fantastic. It really is. And yeah, few twists and turns throughout this film as well. To be fair, it does keep you on the edge of your seat, keeps you thinking. It is a film that keeps you in deep thought, so that's really good as well. Keeps you guessing as to what's going to happen next. And it has one of the best endings that I think I've seen in a film. It's really catches you off guard. That's all I'll say about that, of course. But yeah, the acting is phenomenal. You've got so many great actors in this: Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, of course, Mark Wahlberg, Ray Winston, Alec Baldwin's in this as well. I mean, that's just to name a few. Absolutely incredible film. Martin Sheen as well, obviously gives a great performance in this. And yeah, one of my favourite films from Martin Scorsese as well. I think it's absolutely incredible. It does have some funny lines of humour used in this as well, which is really good as well, of course. Such an amazing film. Absolutely love it. Coming in at number 4 is probably my favourite film directed by that director again, Martin Scorsese, and is The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, this film is such an entertaining film. It is overly over the top. It is absolutely insane and bonkers. Leonardo DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort in this movie is one of the most entertaining characters I think I've ever watched on screen. Just absolutely nuts. And yeah, this, like I say, this film is just absolutely insane. And it is the film that introduced me to Margot Robbie, who obviously I thought was hot in this film, as I think most men would agree with me on that, to be fair. But she does give an amazing performance in the film as well. She is fantastic in it. And yeah, it's just such an entertaining film. I mean, it's 3 hours long and it feels like it's on for about an hour and a half or so. Yeah, probably the most rewatchable Martin Scorsese film as well, I would say. Obviously deals with like money management and stockbroking. It has lots of swear words in it, of course, and a lot of humour in it as well. It's a very funny film at times. And it does have lots of drug use and stuff like that in it, which is stuff that I just used to love watching films like this when I was a kid and stuff. And I remember when this film came out, and I was very young, and I obviously saw films like Goodfellas and Casino, and being big fans of them. And yeah, I really wanted to see this film, and when I watched it, absolutely blew me away. I thought it was incredible. And it is just such a fantastic film, it really is. And obviously can't forget to mention Matthew McConaughey in this film as well. He's absolutely phenomenal for the short amount of runtime he's in it. But he has probably one of the most iconic scenes when he's sat at a lunch table eating lunch with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he does the I think everyone remembers that scene. It's one of the most iconic scenes of the film. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I think it's great. Coming in at number 3 is one of Mad Max films from this Mad Max anthology, which is a really nice box set. And of course, there is only one film from that set. It did come out in the 21st century, and that is Mad Max Fury Road, which is my favourite Mad Max film. Still need to see Furiosa yet, but I can't see it beating this, in all honesty, because this is one of the best action films ever made, in my personal opinion. I really do believe that. I think the action scenes in this are absolutely phenomenal. And Charlize Theron, I think that's how you pronounce her name. So I always forget how to pronounce her name. But as Furiosa gives an amazing performance. She is absolutely incredible in this film. And yeah, it's just an action film from start to finish. It really, really is. Yeah, sure, maybe Tom Hardy as Mad Max isn't the best. He's still does okay though. I think he's good enough for a role, but he obviously Mel Gibson's the best Mad Max. I don't think there's any denying that really. But I still think he does a decent enough job in this though. But the thing that makes this film so entertaining is the action, and like I said, there is so many great action sequences in this film. It is absolutely incredible, and it is one of those rare occasions where I actually watched this film twice in one day, which is, I haven't done that much with many films to be fair, but this is one of those films that I have done. I watched it in the afternoon, absolutely blew me away, and I mentioned it to my dad. I was like, Dad, you got to see this film. So I watched it again later in the night with my dad as well. So yeah, I have a lot of special memories with this one in my teens, and when I first watched it, it absolutely blew me away. And it is just an amazing film. Absolutely love it. Coming in at number 2 is a film that I do think is underrated despite all the praise that it does still get. It is very highly praised, and it is a well-made film and very popular, but still underrated in my opinion, and that is Whiplash, which I think is absolutely incredible. Miles Teller's performance as a character, Andrew, who wants to be a drummer, is just absolutely phenomenal. On paper, the synopsis does sound quite boring. It's a film that really shouldn't appeal to me all that much. And I hate jazz music, which is a lot of jazz music in this film. So, yeah, it shouldn't appeal to me at all. But it is just such a well acted film. It is absolutely incredible. And J.K. Simmons, as a manager, is an absolute bastard in this film. He is an absolute bastard. And yeah, some of the things that he does to this poor guy, it's just, yeah, it's absolutely horrible. Some of the things he says, he's just, yeah, really mean, really horrible. There is a kind of reason for it. It does get explained later on in the film, but the way he goes about doing it is unacceptable. He does it the wrong way pretty much, but he's trying to push him to be the best drummer he can be, but the way he does it is just the totally wrong way of doing it. It is quite funny in parts, so there is some things that J.K. Simmons says in this film. It is actually quite funny as well, though, to be fair. And it all leads to what I think is an amazing ending to a great film. One of my favourite endings, just a perfect way to end a fantastic film. So, yeah, if you haven't seen Whiplash, please give it a watch. It is absolutely fantastic. And coming in at number 1 is my favourite war film of all time. I absolutely love this film. And yeah, I remember when I first watched it, absolutely blew me away. And the more I watched it, the more I loved it even more. And it is Hacksaw Ridge. Yep, I even prefer this slightly over Saving Private Ryan, which might be slightly controversial. But I do think Saving Private Ryan is a better film, admittedly, but I think this is the more entertaining film. But yeah, this film is absolutely amazing. Mel Gibson directs it very, very well. And yeah, the battle sequences in this, absolutely amazing. Some of the best war battle sequences you're ever going to see in a film. Obviously, quite upsetting to watch because it is set in World War II. And yeah, based on a true story of Mel Gibson plays, not Mel Gibson, I mean Andrew Garfield, sorry, plays the character Desmond Doss, who's a conscientious objector and will not carry a gun throughout the war. And it's just an inspirational war story. It needed to be told about this inspirational real life person, Desmond Doss, that saved loads of people in the war. Set in Okinawa, but yeah, absolutely amazing film. Absolutely love it. And yeah, Vince Vaughn as a drill sergeant is one of the best drill sergeants you're ever going to see in a film. He's fantastic in it. Not as good as a drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, obviously. I don't think that can ever be beaten, but he's still great in this film as a drill sergeant, though. And yeah, I think this film is absolutely phenomenal. I've seen it so many times. And I do genuinely believe it is one of the best war films ever made, in my personal opinion. It's such a great film. It's one of my favourite films of all time as well. I think it is just such a great film. And like I said, Desmond Doss, what a guy he was. Just such a great war hero. And Andrew Garfield plays the character so well. Or the real life person so well, I should say. Yeah, I love this film. If you haven't seen Axel Red yet, please watch it. It's absolutely amazing. If you love war films and haven't seen this yet, you really need to get on it. It's absolutely incredible. So there we have it, everyone. There is my top 10 films for the 21st century. I hope you've all enjoyed that, everyone. Of course, there's a lot of great films that I've left off, like Collateral with Tom Cruise. That's an amazing film. Straight Outta Compton, I absolutely love as well. Absolutely great film. Training Day with Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. That's a film that I always really enjoyed. And Mulholland Drive, sort of a psychological thriller, directed by David Lynch and starring Naomi Watts, of course. That's an amazing film. We need Planet of the Apes trilogy as well. They're all brilliant films. There is a lot of great films that have come out in the 21st century. Yeah, sure, not as good as films from like the 90s and 80s and 70s and 60s and iconic films from those iconic time periods of films. But there's still some great films that have been made in the 21st century, and these are obviously my top 10 favourites. And again, thank you to my very good friend Pete, a Playtendoguy, for tagging me in this video. I've had a great time doing this. It's been fantastic. And I will tag 3 people myself in this video. And the first one I'm going to tag is going to be my very good friend Nigel, Rock God 2004. I think he'd do a fantastic job of doing this, and I think he'd be very good at doing it. So yeah, I'm going to tag Nigel. Secondly, I'm going to tag my very good friend Mike Sinrax, man. He's seen a hell of a lot of films, and I just think he'd do a great job of talking about top 10 films from the 21st century. He really knows his stuff. And yeah, good to see you back on YouTube again, by the way, Mike. He's uploaded a few videos recently, so it's good to see you uploading every now and again, Mike, by the way. So yeah, great stuff, mate. And the third person, trying to remember who's been tagged. This obviously been going around a few months, so there's quite a lot of people who have already done it. I think I'm going to go my very good friend Carlos. He's for life. I'm going to tag him in this video. Again, knows his stuff when it comes to films, seen a hell of a lot of films, and I think he'd do a great job of picking 10 films from the 21st century. I know it's not, he doesn't really do many tag videos, and I know it's not usually sort of thing, but I still think he'd do a great job at it. And of course, no one should feel pressured to do this tag video, but I needed to tag 3 people, and those are 3 people I thought up straight away. So yeah, it's up to you 3 if you want to do it or not, but you don't have to, obviously. But if you 3 do decide to do it, then I will 100% be watching all those videos and supporting them, definitely. But yeah, with all that being said, that's going to be the end of this video, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. All that be very much appreciated. Thank you all so much, everyone. And yeah, that about it for this video, everyone. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all later.